Hi guys! So one of the questions that I get all the time from people is, what do you do on leg day? So I figured that maybe I should just bring you guys with me to the gym today so that I can show you some of my favorite leg exercises. So we're gonna take a little field trip to the gym and I will see you there. Let's go inside. Hopefully it's not too crowded. And we'll do some legs. So random, but I freaking hate working out if my lips are dry. So I always put on chapstick before I go into the gym, like a lot of chapstick. I always have so much shit in my trunk. All right, let's get into this warm-up. If I could choose any piece of cardio equipment to warm up my legs before leg day, it would probably be the Stairmaster. I like to keep it on a really slow pace and do kickbacks. So I have a nice tight core, I'm kicking back with force through my heel, and I'm really squeezing those cheeks. If you feel like getting really fancy, you can do a step up by skipping a step and then doing your kickback, making sure to engage every muscle so you're warming up those legs before we hit the gym floor. So after about 10 minutes or so on the Stairmaster, I like to move on and foam roll a little. This is definitely a love-hate relationship. What it's doing is it's actually breaking up the muscle fibers that get kind of knotted as you're starting to build your muscle. So it's pretty simple. You're just gonna roll your body against this foam roller. It's known as the poor man's massage because that's really what you're doing. You're giving your body a massage, you're working out those knots, and you're untangling that muscle. So it may look easy, but you gotta remember to breathe because it can be pretty painful, especially in places where you're really tight. So I know some of you are probably gonna watch this and just skip this part, but just remember, it's really important to take care of your body, especially if you want to grow strong, lean, and lengthened muscles. So you guys are gonna start to see pretty quickly that I'm obsessed with mini bands. These are the Perform Better mini bands, and they're unbelievable. I put it right above my knee. Here I'm doing a clamshell. As you see here, I'm 90 degrees away from the wall, and I'm using the resistance from that band to squeeze my legs open, hold at the top, and then slowly lower back down. Do this exercise on both sides, 10 to 15 reps for at least 2 sets, so you can really turn on those glute muscles. All right, so keep that mini band right above your knees, and let's go into a glute bridge, really squeezing our butt and making sure we have a tight core. Poke yourself, make sure it's tight. Make sure you're bringing those hips up towards the sky. Squeeze those butt muscles and drive your legs apart so you're really engaging. Hold, 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 hold. See if you can hold this position really well for a full minute. All right, so let's get up and let's get our heart rate up again. That way we can be burning some calories while building those leg muscles. So I love to jump rope. It makes me feel like such a kid again. Make sure that when you do, you don't have the locked knees, and make sure you're really jumping through the heels of your feet. And you know me, I love to get fancy. So I do different things like 5 hops on one foot and then 5 hops on the other. 5 hops on one foot and then switch to 5 hops on the other. So that was a pretty extensive warm-up, but that's what we really want for leg day. We want to fire up all of those muscles so they're active before we go and build them. All right, let's do this. Let's start off with a sumo squat. So you want your toes pointing outwards, roll your shoulders back, hold the weight, and squat down like you're about to sit in a chair. You can see I'm really pushing my knees out to the side, and my knees never go in front of my toes. So make sure you have a nice wide stance. I'll show you from the side now. Toes pointed out, my knees are gonna be driving out, and I'm really gonna roll those shoulders back and sit down, trying to keep my back as flat as I possibly can with my hips coming back. If you feel like you could be dropping the squat even lower, but the floor is getting in the way, try this variation. Get some 25-30 pound flat dumbbells and put them far enough away so that you can stand on them with that same sumo stance, then hold the weight and see if you can drop it down low. That's such a great exercise, and to be honest, I do that more than regular squats. So now we're gonna move on to hip thrusters, another one of my all-time favorites. So you can use the bar and load your own weights, or you could just use a pre-weighted barbell. I like to toss that yoga mat across my hips just for comfort. So make sure you put the bar on there nice and centered. You're gonna push up through the heels of your feet, really squeezing your butt cheeks together and thrusting those hips. Hold at the top and slowly lower back down to the ground. Curtsy lunge. So we're gonna step back diagonally behind you, making sure your front leg stays at a 90 degree, holding the weights down by your side on either side. That's gonna work your outer thighs and the side of your legs. Moving on to a leg press variation. We're gonna keep the weight pretty light. You're gonna do 10 reps with a wide stance, sumo stance. So your toes pointing out like that sumo stance. 10 reps, nice and slow. Move your feet together into a narrow stance. So you're gonna have your toes straight ahead of you. You're gonna do 10 reps back to back. Then lastly, you're gonna move your feet closer together again so that they're touching this time. 10 more reps. So that's gonna be 30 reps all back to back at a nice slow pace. Just a little reminder, whenever you're doing any exercise, especially the leg press, never lock your knees. Always make sure you have a little bend in your knee. Don't lock them out. Jumping over to the leg extension machine. I like to use both of my legs and do 5 really slow, concentrated reps. Then I like to switch to single leg. So I'll move the weight down a little bit and I'll do 5 reps on my left leg, really squeezing at the top, and then 5 reps on the right leg, squeezing at the top. So that's gonna use the front of my legs, my quads. So then I like to use the back of my legs, my hamstrings. This is the lying leg curl machine. So you can do the lying version or the seated version. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do 5 with both of my legs, nice and slow and concentrated, squeezing at the top, and then I'm gonna lower the weight and I'm gonna start with my left leg. 5 nice concentrated reps before switching over to my right leg. 5 slow concentrated reps. That was a solid leg day. Make sure you take a few minutes to stretch it out once you've finished. I wrote out the entire warm-up and weight training section, so take a second, screenshot this, pause the video and take a picture, so that way you have it in your phone the next time you go to the gym and you need an awesome leg day workout. And as always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. Take a second to press the thumbs up and like this video if you like it. Maybe add it to one of your watch lists, so when you're at the gym performing these exercises, you can rewatch this video and you can have me there guiding you throughout the entire workout. Taking the time to replenish your body after a workout is so important for muscle growth and recovery. I absolutely love Herbalife24 Rebuild Strength post-workout that has all the nutrients you need right after you finish an intense workout like the one we just did together. If you need help with your nutrition to accomplish your goals, make sure you let me know so we can do one-on-one coaching and we can get you the dream body that you've always desired. If you're brand new to working out, I just can't wait for you guys to experience how good you feel after an amazing workout. Until next time, guys, much love from your Sunny Girl.